So today we will discuss about the one of the longest long bone, we can say it's not longest, that is metatarsal. So before starting this topic, description of metatarsals along with its musculature, you should must have an idea regarding we have completed the bone of handling metacarpal. This is strictly similar to that of metacarpal. Prior to start, we should know about the what is metacarpal. Metacarpal located just below the carpal, metatarsal just below the tarsal. So it is one of the long bone, and for description, it is located obliquely downward and vertical in position. It is located obliquely downward and vertical in position during the standing position of animals in between hock joint and fetlock joint. We have completed
Sir, please admit Nabiha.
and fetlock joint. So if anybody asks,
सो
yes,
नबिया को एडमिट कर लीजिए.
okay. So if anybody asks to you, Naviha is not in waiting. Waiting में कोई नहीं है. Okay.
ओके सर.
अगर कोई भी आएगा मैं उसको एडमिट कर लूंगा और उसे ओपन कर रखा हूँ, ठीक है. जो भी है ऑटोमेटिक ऐड हो सकता है. इफ एनी प्रॉब्लम कॉल कर लेगा हमको, ठीक है. उस पे
ओके सर.
दिखेगा, यहाँ पर वेटिंग दिखता है, फिर मैं उसको ऐड कर लूंगा, ठीक है. तो ये कह रहा है कि लॉन्ग बोन है, तो पहले हम डिफाइन करेंगे व्हाट इज मेटाटार्सल. इट इज लॉन्ग बोन situated obliquely downward and vertical in position, and look proximally it articulate with distal row of tarsal forming a joint that is known as the hock joint, and distally it comes in contact with first phalanx that forms a joint that is fetlock joint. For description, because it is a long bone, so any long bone having two extremities and a set, two extremities and a set. Two extremities means one is proximal extremity, another is the distal extremity. So as like the human being, use your metacarpal, use for phalanx. There are five metacarpal below the carpal, radius of and metacarpal, five metacarpal. Like that, metatarsal is also 5 in number. But in some animals, some are rudimentary out of 5 and some are well developed. So here, the metatarsals formed by the fusion of two prominent bones, that is, one will call large metatarsal, another will call small metatarsal, large metatarsal and a small metatarsal. Because we have the 5 metatarsal, out of 5, large metatarsal is formed by the union of 3 and 4. Union of 3 and 4 metatarsal out of 5, and a small is formed by the second metatarsal bone. So you see this picture. This is the metatarsal from here to here. It is a long bone for description having the two short and two extremities. This is the proximal extremity and this one is the distal extremity. And beside that, it is formed by the union of mainly 2 out of 5. 2 out of 5, only 2. And this is called large metatarsal, which is formed by the union of third and fourth and fifth. And second form the small metatarsal bone. So for description, you see here, this is the metatarsal bone. This is the metatarsal formed by the union of 2, 3, and 4. Out of 2, 3, and 4, 3 and 4 are combined, connected to each other, and that forms the large metatarsal, and a small located on medial side, that is the small metatarsal formed by the second. For description contains two extremities. It is resembled with the metacarpal. We have already discussed prior to start these classes. must have an idea about the structure of the metacarpal. So it is a longer than the metacarpal, and proximal extremity contains following structure. These structures are dorsally having and flattened structures dorsally ऊपर की तरफ and flattened structure for the central plus fourth fused tarsal bone for the central plus fourth fused tarsal bone. You see here dorsally. This is the dorsal part. Proximal extremity contains facet, articular facet for central plus fourth. This is for the central plus fourth tarsal bone, and this facet is for the third and second fused tarsal. Because we know the distal row of tarsal contains the following tarsal bones. Proximal row was the fibular, tibial. Later on, central plus fourth. After that, second, third fused, and first tarsal bone. So those located on center plus fourth fused on the center, they also comes in contact with the metatarsal. So this proximal extremity having an facet for the attachment of center plus fourth metatarsal, and beside this medial side second plus third fused metatarsal. So it's a proximal extremity contains the two important structures, and one is the little bit another small structure that is called the first metatarsal bone. So proximal extremity is flattened laterally and fused laterally, fused for center plus fourth. We have already seen here center plus fourth laterally and medially. This is the medial side and this is the lateral side. Medially for the second and third metatarsal bones, and also one small metatarsal bones just near the second plus third tarsal. So medially and posteriorly another tarsal attached with the first tarsals, and these structures all generally three articular facet or flattened structure present on the proximal extremity dorsally. One is for laterally is for center plus fourth tarsal. Medially two structure, one is for second and third tarsal, and a small structure, articular structure, that is for the first tarsal. Its posterior-medial aspect, this extremity present and facet for a small metatarsal. Because we know here, there are two metatarsals, one is the large, another is the small. Out of two, large is found by second and fourth, and a small is found by, large is found by third and fourth, and third and fourth, and a small is found by second metatarsal, which is located posterior medial aspect of this extremity. So see here, these two are formed by the union of third and fourth metatarsal. You see your finger, just above the finger there are 5 metacarpals. So like this metacarpal, this metatarsal is also in our plantar regions. So out of 5, those who are prominent in case of the ox, that is mainly found by the third and fourth. So this is combination of third and fourth, and posterior medially in this side there is a small metatarsal. We will discuss after finishes of this large metatarsal. So proximally it contains mainly
small wala.
हाँ small वाला दिखाएंगे आगे. So proximally it contains
Position.
proximally it contains 3 articular facets. One is for center plus fourth meta. We have already discussed center plus fourth metatarsal. This one, and another was the second plus third fused metatarsal, and here for the first metatarsal, and another structure. Proximal extremity dorsomedially aspects having a tuberosity for the attachment of tendon of peroneus tertius muscle. ऊपर की तरफ एक ट्यूबरोसिटी है जो ताल्लुक रखता है एक मसल से पेरोनियस टर्सियस से अटैचमेंट डोर्सोलो ऊपर की तरफ एंड medially. This is the dorsal aspect, and this is the structure. This structure having a tuberosity for the attachment of tendon of peroneus tertius. So there are 4 important structures on its proximal extremity. So it is a long bone, and we are going to describe the Any long bone contains two extremity, proximal extremity and distal extremity, and in between this structure is known as sac or body. So proximal extremity dorsally having the three articular facet, laterally for the center plus fourth metatarsal, medially for the second plus third metatarsal, and behind this for the first metatarsal bones. And below that, second plus third huge metatarsals, dorsalomedially, there is a tuberosity for the attachment of peroneus tertius muscle. So this is all about the proximal extremity of metatarsal bone, metatarsal bone. Okay. So now shaft. Shaft extend from here to here. This is the proximal extremity, and this one is the distal extremity. So these all structures comes under the description of shaft or body. जब हम मेटाकार्पल को देखते हैं तो मेटाकार्पल में संरचनाएं बिल्कुल सेम होती है इसी की तरह, लेकिन जो डिफरेंट पॉइंट है वो हम आगे डिस्कस करेंगे। इस यहाँ पर जो अटैचमेंट होगा मेटाकार्पल में, कार्पल के लिए होगा, और यहाँ पर जो कार्पल का रो होता है उसमें, और यहाँ पर जो अटैचमेंट होगा मेटाटार्सल के ऊपर वो टार्सल बोन। अब now we are going about the sac or body. Sac is four-sided and having dorsal metacarpal groove. This is the important point. This is an important point for the distinguished point of the metacarpal. This meta having four sides. You see here, this is the one side. This if you say this is the anterior surface, this is the lateral surface, this one is the medial surface, and behind the posterior. When we rotate these bones along with the finger, then you will got the clear-cut demarcation, four-sided. Four-sided, this side becomes more flat, anterior and posterior, but lateral and medially also flat. But in case of the metacarpal, posterior side becomes flat. Only two sides, we can say only two sides. Anterior is convexo-concave, and this lateral and medial side there is no any flattened part. So this is the demarcation of metatarsal and metacarpal. In metatarsal, when we rotate or see this metatarsal bones, there are four sides, four flat sides. We can say flat side, anterior, posterior more, and lateral, medial, little bit less than the anterior and posterior. But in case of the metacarpal, only flattened portions present posterior side. And this side is not any clear demarcation laterally and medially flattened part. The distinguished point of the metatarsal and metacarpal. So this shaft or body has four-sided dorso-metatarsal groove. This is the dorso-metatarsal groove. You see here, this is the anterior groove, or also called dorso-metatarsal groove, located dorsally above the metatarsal, is known as dorsal metatarsal groove for the running of blood vessels. Metatarsal artery runs from here, because behind this anterior part, behind this there is a foramina. We will discuss later on. From this foramina, metatarsal artery enters and comes here and runs dorsally in this groove. Again, comes in the distal part near the distal foramina and goes posteriorly, and to supply this region of the fat vein. Regarding the SAT, an important point, SAT is four-sided, anterior, posteriorly more flattened than the anteriorly, but lateral and medial side are also flattened, and anteriorly on its dorsal part, there is a groove. There is a prominent groove in comparison to the metacarpal. Metacarpal also having a groove, but in metacarpal, the more wide and running throughout the length. But in case of the metacarpal, this runs from half of the center, clear-cut vision, visible. Here, little bit visible, but metacarpal artery in case of the metacarpal also run from here to here. Like with that, metatarsal artery and veins also run in this direction. So, SAT anteriorly or dorsally having a prominent groove that is known as dorsal metatarsal groove or anterior groove for the running or for the passage of the dorsal metatarsal artery. So this SAT, I think, clear anteriorly. And you know plantar surface. Plantar surface and palmar surface. Palmar we use in case of the forelimb and hind limb and a posterior surface. Posterior surface present a shallow groove connecting at the upper part of the groove. This is for the vascular tunnel and runs obliquely upward and forward in direction through the proximal extremity and passes this extremity behind this facet. This point indicates we have already discussed. You see this picture. In this picture, I have already said from here, this is the anterior groove, dorsometatarsal groove. Here there is a one foramina which connects its posterior part, but this foramina clear cut visible from the posterior side. So this sentence indicates the posterior extremity on posteriorly plantar face present a shallow groove connecting the upper part of the groove of the vascular tunnel, passing through the upward, forward, through the proximal extremity to open the articular face of the extremity behind between these facets. This sentence says this shaft from here to here, one important point. There are three important points related to the shaft. One is shaft, sir, is the four-sided. Anterior and posterior becomes more flatted. Posteriorly becomes more flatted, anterior little bit. But lateral and medial also flatted. One point. Another point is that on its anterior part, there is a prominent groove that is known as dorsometatarsal groove for the passage of the metatarsal artery. And posterior extremity also contains little foramina here, but dorsal extremity contains a foramina here on proximal part dorsally, but behind this posteriorly on plantar surface, behind this posteriorly having a foramina which makes a connection between this one anterior and posterior. It runs upward in direction and forms a connecting link here near the hock joint, and this after that metatarsal artery comes here and runs in this groove, and this is up to the distal foramen. So regarding this sac, 2 points important, 3 point importance. One regarding the side, foresight, another regarding the anterior groove, and another there is a foramina which comes in contact with posterior side and forming a network on dorsally and also for the passage of this metatarsal artery. So I think this is clear about the shaft. You see here, this is the metatarsal, this is the large metatarsal, and this proximal extremity, and this is the distal extremity. So we have completed this proximal extremity. 4 point important, 2 or 3 articular facet and sac, four-sided anterior groove, and this regarding this foramina. And this is the distal extremity. Distal extremity of the metatarsal contains following structures. These structures are distal extremity of metacarpal contains following structure, and these structures are resemble that large metacarpal we have already discussed. Its structure is similar to large metacarpal, but there are some distinguished points we have already discussed. Having following structures. What are the structures present near the distal extremity? Distal foramina, 2 condyle, lateral and medial, ridge and intercondyle cleft. You see here, these structures are present on the distal. First is the distal foramina. This is the distal foramina, and this one from here this is known as proximal foramina. The proximal extremity of the just above the shaft makes connection between the posterior part or plantar surface of this metatarsal. So distal extremity contains mainly 4 structures. These structures are: one is the distal foramina, which is for the passage of the anterior metatarsal artery, which comes here and goes posteriorly, backward in position, पीछे की तरफ. So this is the distal foramina for the passage of the dorsal metatarsal artery. Here insert and goes in towards the plantar surface. And another structure is 2 condyle. This is the condyle. One is the medial condyle, another is the lateral condyle. This condyle is for the articulation of के साथ ये articulate
phalanx.
First phalanx. This first phalanx. This two structures comes close to each other, and where this articular facet in the form of condyle, it fit here. So these two condyle laterally and medially for the corresponding phalanxes, and this is the ridge. This is the ridge. This prominent part is known as ridge, condylar ridge, and in between two condyle there is a cleft. This is known as condyloid cleft. This is known as intercondyloid cleft. So there are four structures present in the distal extremity. One is the distal foramina. This is for the passage or entry for the dorsal metatarsal artery. That's another. Another two condyle, lateral condyle and medial condyle. This condyle is for the attachment of the proximal part of the first phalanx and forming a joint that is known as fetlock. Okay, and in between two condyle there is a cleft. This is known as intercondyle cleft, and above the condyle on both sides, laterally and medially, there is a ridge. This is known as condylar ridge, or only we can say this is called as ridge. So you see this picture here. This distal extremity contains four structures we have already discussed. One is the distal foramina. What is the role of distal foramina? You know. So medial condyle, lateral condyle, intercondyle cleft, and this is the ridge. I think this is clear. Rupnarayan?
Yes, sir.
Anisa, this is clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So if anybody asks to you what is metatarsal, so within 2 minutes you can describe. Sir, this is the long bone situated
Long bone?
long bone. This is a long bone
Yes, sir.
situated not obliquely. Sorry, we have discussed situated
Downward
vertical
and forward.
downward in direction. Vertical and downward in directions, and proximally it articulates with the distal row of metatarsal bone, forming a joint that is known as Hock joint. Distally,
Hock joint.
Hock joint. Distally comes in
Yes, sir.
contact with the first phalanx, forming a joint that is known as fetlock joint.
Fetlock joint.
Fetlock joint. For
Fetlock
description,
joint.
now it is a long bone. For description, contains two extremity and a
Two
sac.
extremities.
And a sac. कोई भी लॉन्ग बोन हो, चाहे हिमरस हो, फीमर हो, मेटाकार्पल हो, रेडियस अल्ना हो, क्योंकि जब आपको पढ़ाया गया था कि बोन का क्लासिफिकेशन, कोई रेगुलर बोन होता है, कोई इरेगुलर होता है, कोई स्मॉल होता है, कोई सीसामॉइड होता है, कोई स्प्लेंक्टिक होता है, कोई न्यूमेटिक होता है. लॉन्ग बोन जितने भी होंगे शरीर में, उसमें दो एक्सट्रीमिटीज होंगे. डिस्क्रिप्शन
They will have two extremities and a shaft.
मेटाकार्पल हो, मेटाटार्सल हो, जो भी हो. तो दो there are two extremity. Proximal extremity में जो important point था, proximally having the articular facet, इसके लिए center plus 4, lateral side में mention करना, lateral side में, medial side में second plus third metatarsal के लिए, ठीक है? और इसी के पीछे first के लिए होगा, okay? So this is completed proximal extremity. हाँ, distal extremity set some first distinguished point from the metacarpals, having the four side. Out of four side, two side prominent posteriorly, plantar surface throughout the length from here to here becomes flat, एकदम सीधा होता है, and anteriorly convex or concave, but also flat. Laterally, medially, lateral side and medial side also flat. So one point regarding the shaft is the four-sided. Second, dorsally having a groove, anteriorly having a groove that is known as anterior groove or
dorsometarsal
या anterior metatarsal
groove.
कहेंगे सही होगा. anterior metatarsal groove किसके लिए? metatarsal artery के लिए होगा. दूसरा पॉइंट हो गया. तीसरा पॉइंट है कि इसी के ऊपर में एक फोरामिना होता है जो पीछे से ताल्लुक रखता है. इसके पीछे साइड में फोरामिना होता है, उससे जुड़ता है, और ये जो मेटाटार्सल आर्टरी आ रहा है वो पहले उसी तरफ से आता है और यहाँ पर आने के बाद एक नेटवर्क बनाता है और उसका मेजर ब्रांच डिसेंड करता है, नीचे की तरफ आता है और डिस्टल फोरामिना में जाकर के पीछे की तरफ समाहित हो जाता है. So regarding the distal extremity having the four main structures, distal foramina किसके लिए? It present on the distal part of the shaft and which is for the entry of dorsal metatarsal artery which goes posteriorly or in plantar region, and having two condyle, lateral condyle and medial condyle, which is for the attachment of the facet with the dorsal part of the first phalanx, forming a joint that is known as fetlock joint. In between two condyle there is a cleft that is known as intercondyle cleft. And just above the side, there is a prominent part in the form of a linear structure that is known as ridge. So I think this is
ridge.
Ridge. Condylar ridge, you can say lateral condylar ridge or medial condylar ridge. Okay. So I think this
Medial
is
condylary.
one
Yes.
important structure. Those are present. We have completed. One important point regarding the proximal extremity. There is a tuberosity here, dorsomedially, ऊपर की तरफ और medial side में, which is for the insertion of the tendon of peroneus tertius muscle. Okay, this is for the insertion of muscles of peroneus tertius muscles. We have already discussed in this point. Dorsomedially, ऊपर की तरफ और medial side में there is a tuberosity for the attachment of peroneus tertius muscle. So this all is completed regarding the large metatarsal bone. So you see here, this is the bone metatarsal. This is the metatarsal bone. You say this side is little bit flat, but posteriorly becomes more flat. This is the lateral medial aspect. This one is the lateral aspect. These all are the metatarsal, which comes in contact with distal row of metatarsal, comes in contact with the dorsal part of this metatarsal bone. This tarsal comes in here, dorsal part, and this is the set from here to here, and this is the distal extremity. This nutrient foramina, or we can say distal foramina, condyle, medial, lateral, condylar, cleft, condyle.
Intercondylar.
All right. Regarding the small metatarsal, this is the medial small, very small metatarsal. In case of the ox, in the form of the rudiment, in the just like half of the finger. This medial small metatarsal is disc shaped. You see here, only disc shaped pieces of the bone situated posterior-medially aspect of the proximal extremity of the large metatarsal bone. It presents a small facet on its the dorsal face for the large metatarsal. Rest of the bone is rough. You see here, this is the medial side. Here, medial side, there is a small metatarsal, only in the form of disc are present. This is known as a small metatarsal bones, but size of the metacarpal is somewhat large. Metacarpal का जो size होता है about half finger होता है. हमारा जो finger है 3 phalanx का बना हुआ है, उसके half होता है, लेकिन ये जो होता है सिर्फ एक phalanx की तरफ होता है, उससे भी कम होता है, in the form of disc होता है, और उसका position होता है dorsalo ऊपर की तरफ, posterior medial पीछे की तरफ और medial side में dorsal side. So that's all. Only about the metatarsal. This is very small bones formed by the out of 5 metatarsal bones. We have 5 metacarpal. हमारे पास 5 metacarpal phalanx finger के ऊपर है. उसी तरह जानवर सभी हर एक जानवर में 5 होता है. लेकिन इसमें जो होता है 2 prominent होता है, जिसमें एक जो बड़ा होता है जो ये दिख रहा है, which is formed by the union of 3 and 4. And दूसरा जो small होता है वो इस साइड को होता है और यही prominent होकर के एक single metatarsal के रूप में कहलाता है. ठीक है, तो this is about the small metatarsal. Small metatarsal is nothing but sir, it is formed by the second metatarsal bones and located on its dorsal aspect of the large metatarsal posterior-medially. बस इतना है, and it is in the form of disc. So that's all I think about the metatarsal of the ox. Now you see here, next metatarsal of the metatarsal, we have only 10-15. So ox, like the ox, because in ox only 2 metatarsal prominent, but in case of the horse there are 3 metatarsal bones. You see here, this is the metatarsal. So this one is the single metatarsal, that is called large metatarsal, and 2, one towards the lateral, another is the medial. So there are 3 prominent metatarsal. Out of prominent, one, those facing towards the center, this is the well developed. You see here, there are 3 na, second and third.
Yes, sir.
Out of third, one is well developed, this one. So you see here, these 2 are located on its plantar surface, means पीछे की तरफ दोनों होता है, और इसको हम लोग स्प्लिंट बोन भी बोलते हैं. इसी के कारण है कि प्रकृति ने जो संरचनाएं दिया है इक्वाइन्स में, जो कि बोवाइन से ज्यादा दौड़ता है, और भी बहुत सारे कारण है, उसमें से एक कारण ये भी है. ठीक है, इसी के बारे में हम लोग कुछ 2-4 पॉइंट है, उसको हम डिस्कस करेंगे. देखिए, it has 3 metatarsal. One is the large. जो large है वो सेंटर में है, that is formed by the third. Because 5 होता है metatarsal ना, हर एक में rudimentary हो जाता है. जिससे हम अपने अंगुली को देखें 5 मेटाकार्पल है हमारे पास, उसी तरह जानवर में भी 5 मेटाकार्पल होते हैं, और नीचे के पैर में, हम लोग का पैर में 5 मेटाटार्सल होता है, जानवर का हैंडलिंग में भी 5 मेटाटार्सल होते हैं. आउट ऑफ 5 घोड़ा में 3 जो होता है वेल डेवलप होता है, जो सबसे बड़ा बीच वाला होता है थर्ड मेटाटार्सल, और उसके दोनों साइड में जो मीडियल साइड में होता है वो सेकंड होता है, और जो फोर्थ होता है वो लैटरल साइड को करता है। तो इसी को हम लोग बोलते हैं स्प्लिंट बोन। दोज टू bones those which are not well developed like the large metatarsal located on its lateral and medial aspect, that is known as splint. So large metatarsal resemble with the large metacarpal.
Second and
we have already discussed. Vertical grooves present in the ox, जैसा कि आपने देखा vertebral groove present on its proximal part or shaft, किसमें था रूप नारायण? वर्टिकल ग्रुप
Yes, sir.
वर्टिकल ग्रुप शाफ्ट में था या पोस्टीरियर एक्सट्रीमिटी या एंटीरियर एक्सट्रीमिटी या डिस्टल एक्सट्रीमिटी?
सर शाफ्ट में सर।
शाफ्ट में। इसी शाफ्ट के बारे में कह रहा है कि ये जो स्ट्रक्चर्स है ये उसमें एब्सेंट होता है घोड़ा में। दिस यू सी हियर, दिस इज द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ दिस मेटाटार्सल, दिस इज एब्सेंट ना? व्हाट इज द डिस्टिंग्विशिंग पॉइंट? वन
Yes, sir. यहाँ पे नहीं है।
ग्रुप इज एब्सेंट। अनदर condylar cleft are absent. You see here, this is not cleft, na? Condylar
Yes, sir.
cleft are absent. Distal prominent not prominent like that. Another point. And these two condyles separated to each other in case of the bovine, but here both are connected. So these intercondyle cleft are absent.
Sir.
And there is ridge are also absent.
फोरामेन भी नहीं रहा है।
Pardon?